Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm excited to spend some time with you going through essential oils and to just talk about how they can help you. Now, before we start, I'd encourage you just to download two things. One's the Nature Solution Guide booklet there, and that's really good because that's going to go through some of the stuff, and you can scribble and write on there. The other thing I suggested to take down, like to draw down from the internet, is the starter kits. So by the end of this, I'll talk you through some of the starter kits, and you might like to put some notes on those as well. I encourage you to have that pen and paper, because as we work through, I'll probably talk about a few issues that maybe you're going through or someone else is going through, and what oils will help with that. So there is so much more to learn with the oils, and it does take time, and that's why I'm here to guide you and help you. So let's move into it, and know that even after this, you'll have my support and guidance. If you so choose to start using some of the oils, purchasing the oils through me, then I can help you with all of that. So let's kick off. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see what we're going through. Might help if I say share screen here. I'm going to go there. All right. So the intention of today is to help you to make essential oils easy for you and your family, your friends. So let's get started. So some of you may know me, some of you may not. So my name's Judy. I'm a yoga teacher. I've been teaching, I can't remember the year that I started teaching, but currently while I'm recording this video, I've been teaching for about 6 years now. Prior to that, I was working in the public service in Canberra, quite a high profile position in Parliament House, lots of stress, which is why I made the decision that I needed to do something a bit more for myself. Start looking after my wellbeing, because I could see the walls just crashing in around me, and life was just getting a little bit too tough to handle. So yoga was a big saviour for me, and the essential oils. So the essential oils, I had been doing yoga for some time. Then I started to want to share that with people, because I saw what it was doing for me and how it was helping me keep my body supple and flexible. I was feeling so much more relaxed within myself, and I'm like, so many more people need this. So I got into doing a yoga teacher training. Then during my yoga training, obviously the oils had an impact on me as well. A friend introduced me to the oils because I too had an issue within my family, which was causing quite a bit of concern and distress for us all. So she approached me and said, do you want to give these a go? And I'm like, sure, yeah, let's do that. Let me give those a go. So the issue we were dealing with was joint pain and depression for my husband. And it's really sad to watch somebody go through that. And it's really tough on the family unit. You as a carer, to watch the person going through the issues, and then to also see the impact on the family and friendships and things like that. So I was like, yeah, I do want to give this a go. So we started using a few of the oils. I bought one of the kits, the startup kits. Took it quite easy to begin with, diffusing the oils in the family home, then starting to use the oils a bit more directly to help with the relief of pain. So trying to get to the cause of the depression, which was a lot to do with the pain. We started to subside the pain. So my husband was on very strong pain relief medication, and we don't have him on any of that. We just use the oils now to assist him with that. And with the pain relief, the depression started to come under control. We used another oil to assist with the depression. And again, he's on very little medication in that case. So I became a true believer of the oils. And of course, when you find something new and you really enjoy it, you start to tell people, just like I'm telling you, because I just think it's so important that you know about these oils. So sharing with a couple of friends, two of them that had difficulty with sleep. One was a mum, early 50s, teenage boys, just lots and lots going on. Again, quite a high pressure position, wasn't coping very well and therefore wasn't sleeping well. I think we all know that. So I gave her 2 oils. I gave her lavender and frankincense, which I got her to apply to her feet just before bedtime, and slept like a baby. And then there was another girl who was in her mid-20s, early 20s, mid-20s. And she had shared with me that she had been taking sleeping tablets since she was 15. She hated it because when she woke up in the morning, she was groggy. She really felt uncomfortable taking the tablets. She didn't want to become reliant on the tablets. Now, I'd always encourage people to have a chat with their doctor about what they're doing and their medications. Again, naturally, we gave her the lavender and the frankincense. And she said, it's the first time I've been able to sleep without taking my sleeping tablets. And she said it was so good. I woke up nice, crisp and clear in the morning. So that was really good. I guess the final story in the early stages, like I've got so many stories I would love to share with you, but there's only so much time we can do that. But I've got another friend who still is on medication. She has bipolar, and anyone who knows somebody with bipolar knows how important it is to get that medication correct and keep them on it. But she had pneumonia, so her immune system was quite poor. And she hadn't been able to shake it off. Like, she'd got over the worst of the pneumonia, but she still had the cough. Like, she would cough in the morning and she had the tightness. And so her and her doctor had been trying to work again with medication to try and fix that, and it wasn't working. So I said to her to take a sample of the On Guard, Doterra's protection blend, and I said, take this to your doctor and see what she thinks. Yeah, we'll see if we can try this. And her doctor was, yeah, like, this is all natural, there's no problems taking it. So thank goodness for her doctor for being open. And yeah, 4 days later, all her symptoms were gone. So no more pneumonia, no more tightness in chest, no more coughing. So she was absolutely wrapped in it, and she became an instant believer in it as well. So some really, really nice stories to share with you. And as I said, there's lots more that I could share with you. But let's move on and have a look at what the class is going to be about. So this class is to empower you. All right, so to give you a sense of the oils and how they might work for you. So this is why I said grab a pen. Maybe those stories that I've already shared with you about my husband and my friends is already sort of thinking, oh, I could actually do with some help there. So I'm going to take you through a few cool things to do with the oils. I'm going to take you through the safe way to use the oils. And then I'm going to explain to you how you're going to get them in your home. So the cool things. These oils are safe, and Doterra is progressively getting the oils cleared through the Australian Therapeutics Goods Association. So this is an association, an agency within the government that goes through and really checks how are these products made, how are they bottled, do they work? So they want to be very clear that you're not actually going to use something that doesn't work for you. So progressively, all of the oils will go through this process. Peppermint is definitely one that's gone through the Therapeutics Goods Association. So these are 100% natural. So unlike some other things that you'd get from the chemist, you're not going to read a big list of side effects. If you take this for this ailment, just be mindful that you might show signs of this, 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 and this. No, that's not going to happen with these oils. So these are extracted from plants. So it could be roots, it could be the flowers, it could be the seeds, could be the stems. So there's different parts that they will extract the plants from, and each of them will actually have a different impact on the body. So because they're very pure, you don't need to use very much at all. So for example, with a peppermint, 1 drop of peppermint from the bottle is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So massive, massive impact. So peppermint's used for energizing the body. It's to help open your breath and lungs and help you clear your airways. It's cooling, so you might use other things to help bring the temperature down for the family. Well, you could shift over to peppermint, and I'll show you how you can use that to help that become really effective in cooling the body down. It also helps to get rid of headache tension, so relieves that head tension. So you'll see these little symbols here, A, T, and I, and we'll go through those. But the ways that you can use this safely is aromatically, topically, or internally. Now they're effective. So they get into the cells, or as you breathe them, they get into the brain, and they start to impact the body. So the On Guard that I mentioned before, that my friend who had pneumonia or was having trouble shaking it off, she started to use On Guard, 1 drop in a glass of water. She did in a cup of tea actually, because it's quite strong and she didn't like it. She wanted it in a cup of tea. So it helps the immune system. So if I'm around somebody that's got a cold, the first thing I'll do is go straight to my On Guard. It soothes the throat. So you're really starting to get the tickling and the sore throat. It's really good for soothing your throat. Cleansing the home, I use On Guard in my cleaning products, so I can show you how you can swap out some of those chemicals that you get, bleaches, things like that you're getting from the supermarket at the moment. And I'll show you how to swap those out with On Guard. Now, the other thing that I find is really good is they are affordable. So when I think about what I used to spend at the chemist for Panadol, throat lozenges, creams for rashes and irritations, scripts, like all sorts of things. Now, I'd never say come off your scripts, always talk to your doctor again, but I and my husband have been able to reduce so many of our scripts that I'm saving a heap of money there. I mentioned before how strong the oils were. So in a 15 ml bottle, and I'll just grab one of those. So this is a 15 ml bottle. So it's about that size. And I've got the 5 ml bottle. So you can see the difference in sizes. So if in the 15 ml bottle, there's between 250 and 280 drops. So you can see there's a lot of drops in there, and you don't need to use a lot when you're doing diffusing or maybe using in food and things like that. So you can see the amount of oils that you get in the bottle and what it saves you. I always like to throw into this too that it saves me. I haven't had a cold since I've been using the oils. So I've been able to ward them off. Now remember, this is my oils I've been using for about 4 or 5 years now. I've not had a cold. I used to get colds every winter. So I haven't got time off work. I haven't got doctor's appointments. I haven't got tissues. There's so much that I'm saving my money on. The lavender that we've got here on the page, so it's really calming. So when you're feeling stressed out, this is an oil that you grab. It helps you sleep. So it's that calming. Like I would encourage you to use it with children on the bed. This is the one that lavender with the frankincense I got my friends to use to help them sleep at night. It's really calming for the skin. So if you have irritants on the skin, you can use it on the skin. And it's a great antihistamine. I had a nephew who had been bitten by, I don't know, it was grass flies or mozzies or something. So he'd been sitting on grass and he had all these welts all along his leg. And he came to me and says, so do you have anything in your little kit that would fix this? And he was being a bit silly, but I was really relieved because I'm like, yeah, I do. Of course I do. So I gave him the lavender and just got into a little bit on his finger, like we didn't even need a full drop, and just rubbed that all around on all the spots. And I came back to him 10 minutes later and said, so how'd you go? And he says, this really works. So yeah, it's really good when people who are a little bit unsure and then come and ask you and they find out that it really does work. So let's have a look. I talked about the A, the T, and the I. So aromatically, this is when you're breathing it in. So this is using it in a diffuser. So I've got one of Doterra's diffusers here. So this comes and has a little light on it, and you can set it. This can go for 12 hours. So beautiful at night time when you're sitting in the kid's bedroom or your bedroom, or during the day if you're in and out. And every time you walk back into the room, you're going to smell that. So you can smell it like that. It cleanses the air, so you can use different oils for that. You have it going. There's oils to help open up the air system. So there's all sorts of things. You can do them in sprays, so into your bathroom or smelly teenager rooms or shoes. You can spray it around as well. I like to put it on a cotton ball sometimes, just a couple of drops, and smell it, keep that in my handbag or in my pocket, and just smell it whenever I need it. Now, another way is topically. So this means putting it into the skin. So Doterra recommends that you use fractionated coconut oil. That's their carrier oil, which they source appropriately. So everything about Doterra is very much about looking after the world, the soil, the people that grow it. So very, very ethical. So using a drop of oil or 2 drops of oil with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil and then applying it. So maybe it's to get rid of an irritant, like I talked about the skin rashes. So maybe it's to apply onto the skin for that purposes or nourish the skin. Maybe it's for joint discomfort. So muscles, knees, headaches, things like that. You want to rub it right into the area that you're feeling the discomfort. So I've had people with twisted sore ankles. I had children with growing pains. So a great oil for that is ice blue. And so pop a little bit of that into your hand or directly onto the knee with a little bit of carrier oil. Rub it in, let that absorb in, and it'll take it all through the cells, and it'll give you the benefits of putting it right onto the spot. Now, the other option is to take it internally. Now, not all oils can be taken internally, and Doterra will write on the bottle if they can. So, for example, I've got the On Guard here. And so on the bottling it says directions for flavouring use. Dilute 1 drop in food or liquid. So that means you can take that one internally. Whereas something like the Aroma Touch, which is the massage one, it says directions for aromatic or topical use. So you'll find it very easy to determine whether or not you can use it internally. So I mentioned the friend taking the On Guard to go in the water or her tea to help get rid of the cold. You can also put them in little veggie caps. Sorry, I'm just going to see if I've got any as an example. Here we go. Apologies about that. Okay. So this is a veggie cap. You can get these through Doterra or through your chemist. So it's a little capsule, currently empty. So it just looks like the tablets you would get from a chemist with products in them. So this one's empty. And what you do is you put a couple of drops in there, then you pop the cap on top, and you have your little capsule. And then you can just swallow that down with some water. This will dissolve once it gets into your stomach. So the gut gases around there will break that down, and then it'll spread throughout your body. Another option is to put it under your tongue. So a lot of people do that. Another one for some of the oils is to turn the bottle upside down, like so. Use the thumb and push that onto the roof of your mouth to help it absorb in through to the brain. And personally, I love to use it in cooking. So I like to use the citrus oils. I like to use it in my smoothies, in cakes, icing, basil and coriander. I'll use in my bolognese, oregano, all sorts of oils there to use for your cooking as well. So that's 3 ways that you can use it: aromatically, topically, or internally. Now, this has been one of the life-saving things for both my husband and I. So this is Doterra's #1 product. So Doterra's got well over 10 million people, or 10 million households that use the oil. So really out there. This is their number one product. This is their supplements. So the supplements are a full multivitamin and mineral. They work with antioxidants, cellular energy, and bringing longevity into your life. So keeping you well and healthy. And then it's got the omega fatty acids and 9 essential oils. As you can see there, it talks about your DNA protection, working with the eyes, brain, nervous system, liver function, digestive system, immune, stress, cardiovascular, more energy. So much. Now, personally, all of that, totally agree with it. For me personally, I found I had more energy. So you get those days where it's just, the day feels like it's going longer and longer and longer and you're exhausted. My mood was much more picked up. I was much more positive. This is the one that stopped me from having colds, so that immune function is really good. Joints and muscles. This is the one, so one of the oils in here is frankincense, which is the one that's for depression, so that was really good for my husband. So I would really recommend these supplements. And Doterra guarantees them so much that they give you 30 days to trial them. And if you don't think it makes a difference, they'll give you your money back. How good's that? I don't know many companies that will back their products that much. So I would really encourage you to consider this if you're feeling in any of those ways, unwell, not having the energy, feeling stressed. Yeah, this is what you really want to be getting onto. So let's look a little bit closer at some of them. So you see here, aromatic, topic, internally. So this is what you can do with this particular bottle. So this is Digest Zen. So it's zenning your digestive system. So it helps to relieve stomach upsets, motion sickness and nausea. So this is a good thing to take just before you get on a boat or a plane. A friend had irritable bowel syndrome. So did her dad. They'd suffered with it for a long time. I encouraged her to start using this. Again, 1 drop just in a little small bottle, small glass, sorry, like a little shot glass every morning, every night. She said it was amazing. Amazing. So her dad's like, why didn't the doctors tell me about this earlier? And she had to explain that the doctors haven't quite got on board with this yet. So this has been really good for relieving upset stomachs. Also, we've used it because it breaks down. So your sinuses are part of your digestive system because you're smelling through them, and that sort of gets all the taste buds going. And so that's all part of your digestive system. When we've had blocked sinuses, again, 1 drop, very strong, 1 drop, some fractionated coconut oil, and then just rub it up through your sinuses. And that helps get rid of sinus problems. All right, so let's move on. Ice Blue, I've talked about this. This is the one that was for joint pain, knee pain. This is the one that my husband used. And it's really important that you use these also as a prevention. So if you're about to do sports or if you're about to do gardening or something that's quite physical, use it. It's an anti-inflammatory and it reduces pain. So use it before the pain sets in and prevent it from coming. Then you can have a shower and you can pour a bit more on afterwards. Now, as you can see, this one's aromatic and topical. This one cannot go internally. This one's really good also. When you have headaches, you start to scrunch up your neck and all these muscles. So this helps if you put a little bit, rub it into your neck, along your spine. This will help you there as well. Easy Air. So again, aromatic and topical, not internally. So this helps your lungs and your sinuses. So this would be a beautiful one to diffuse in the room. Lots of parents actually rub it onto the chest of their children. And I've mentioned a couple of times about rubbing oils onto the feet. So when you rub oils onto the feet, it comes up through the blood system, up through the pores, through the blood system and into the brain. So this is an excellent way of getting the oils in through the body really quickly. This is good for children. So at night time, a little bit of fractionated coconut oil in your hand, a little bit of the oil of your choice. So, and you can put them together. So you might want lavender for sleeping. You might want Easy Air to help open up the airways. Rub it into the feet. And then the rest of it you might just rub onto their back, along their spine, along their neck and shoulders. And this will help to create a nice night's sleep. And I'll add to that, I use this in our bedroom, in our diffuser, because it stops my husband from snoring. So I joke that this is an oil that will save a lot of marriages because it will reduce the snoring that goes on within the bedroom that wakes you up in the middle of the night. All right, let's move along. Frankincense. I have touched on this. This is the one that I said is very good for depression. So promotes calm feelings. This one can be taken internally. So it's aromatic, topical, and internal. So again, you can diffuse it. You can start to apply it onto your pulse points, near your spine, on the feet. You can take this internally. So it's really helpful for your cells. It's helpful for aging, so particularly marks, wrinkles, things like that. This is what they call the king of oils. So I really like to do this. It also enhances any other oil that you've got. So I mentioned that for my friends, I was doing lavender and frankincense. So the lavender is really calming and good for sleep, but the frankincense added to that gave it an even bigger boost. So add this to any of your oils and it'll make it even stronger. So we've touched on a few oils. Peppermint, I said I'll tell you about as well. So peppermint, if you put that along the spine or along the feet, it helps to cool the body down around the neck. So before you go out and grab something that's going to work with your temperatures, grab the peppermint. I use it when I was going through menopause. I'd have it, a couple of drops of peppermint in with some water, a little spray bottle, bit of shake. If I felt hot during the night, then I would just spritz that onto my neck, my face, on my feet, and that would help to calm me down. So what I want you to do now is just to think about what your top health concerns are. Maybe it's not just yours, maybe it's for someone else. So what are the top health concerns that you have? Take a couple of minutes just to think about them. It could be calmness and sleep, or depression, joint pain, maybe skin. Maybe you're concerned about the chemicals that you're using in your home. You want to start to reduce or eliminate those. Maybe you're running a business and you want to be using pure products, cleaning, calming people down, balancing emotions. Take a couple more minutes just to write anything down that you're thinking about. You heard what mine were. Mine were the joint pain and the depression. That was for my husband. For me, it was about calming and anxiety. Grounding myself. So keep that list with you. Keep adding if you wish. And I will touch base with you after this in a day or two. And we'll go through and see what they are and see what I can do to help you. So I mentioned at the beginning, I'll take you through different ways for purchasing the oils. So there's 3 ways that you can do this. You can purchase them retail, and I can assist you with that and give you my link. But I must admit that this is the most expensive way. And to be honest, I would encourage you to think about a wholesale account. A wholesale account gives you 25% off the retail price. So that's a big savings. That's money in your pocket. So there's a couple of ways to get a wholesale account. One is to pay $35 If you're watching this in Australia, I think it's 50 in New Zealand. And that gets you your own wholesale account. So for 12 months, you will get 25% off your oils. So this is a great way. The other option is you don't even need to pay the $35. If you buy one of the starter kits, again, looking at the starter kits for the link that I sent you previously, you don't need to pay the $35. All of this is automatically included, and they also give you 25% off the retail price. So the wholesale account is a great way to do it. The third way is do the wholesale account, as I mentioned, get your membership. And then you have an option that each month, if you are doing an order, you can go into the loyalty program. And so you might be topping up your oils, you might be experiencing different health issues or supporting other people. You might start to give oils as gifts. So there's lots of ways that you might start to change your products. Doterra has a lot of products. So they've got shampoos, which are natural, toothpaste, which is natural, cleaning products, which are natural. So I found over time that I actually started to swap things out from my grocery items and started to get these products through Doterra because I knew that they were safe, and I knew that they were really concentrated, so I didn't need to use a lot, so the products lasted a long time. So you can get the wholesale account and you can get the free products each month. Doterra has free products when you purchase a certain amount. So the options are retail, wholesale, and getting free products. So that's some really good options there. So let's move forward and take you through some of these options. So this is the kit that I started on, and I just love it. This is called the Home Essentials Kit. So it's got the frankincense and the on guard, the fractionated coconut oil that we talked about, the lavender, the ice blue. It's got the easy air for opening up the airways, the peppermint for controlling temperature, knowing that that one can also be used in your food. Great for after dinner mints with chocolate. It also has tea tree, oregano, and lemon. These are all great. So the oregano I use with my bolognese. Oregano and tea tree can be used for toe fungus. Note that one down if it's happening in your house. Or skin tags. Oregano to remove skin tags. Lemon's great to put in your cleaning. So I do lemon and tea tree and the On Guard together, just in a small spray can. And that's my cleaning products. So this gives you the diffuser as well, that 12-hour diffuser, and it gives you your starter kit. This is really good. This is one of the best ways to start up. The Family Essentials Kit. So this one has the same oils that we just talked about, but in the 5 ml. And the other one is 15 ml, except for the ice blue, which only comes in 5 ml. This one does not have the diffuser. So you can see this is about a third of the quantity of what you get with the Home Essentials Kit. It also comes with a fractionated coconut oil, but it has no diffuser. This one does come with one 15 ml bottle, and that's the Smart and Sassy, which is the digestive one that helps with reducing cravings and building up your metabolic rate. It's another great kit to start with. The Emotional Kit. This is beautiful. So Doterra has 2 kits for emotional control and management. So this one comes with the 6 bottles of all the aromatherapy options and the diffuser. These are the 5 ml bottles, the smaller ones. This is the other emotional wellness starter pack. This is fantastic. This also comes with the diffuser. These oils I haven't touched on, but the Citrus Bliss is really uplifting and makes you feel happy. Balance is really grounding. This is the oil that I used when I was struggling at work. Lavender Peace is excellent for calming and sleep. Elevation is also very good for uplifting. And Adaptive is really good for helping you to adapt to changing circumstances around. So if you suffer a lot of anxiety, this one's really good, helps you open up and communicate. Now, all of these can be used topically or aromatically, and therefore they've got the diffuser there for you as well. It's a fantastic kit. The Nature's Solution Kit. So this one is a really good way to start you off. It starts to include hand wash, which comes in the On Guard, the toothpaste. I mentioned they had toothpaste. Comes with Correct X, which is a little tube of oil, and you use it for scratches and bites and pimples and all sorts of things. So it's really good. It's like a first aid kit in a little tube. Comes with the Easy Air, so that's the oil that we had before, but this comes in a little vapor stick. So this, like, you're probably familiar with other products that have petroleum in it, and we don't like them. So this does not have petroleum in it like the other vapor stick. You can rub this on kids' chest and on their feet as well. Comes with all the oils from the Home Essentials kit. Comes with Past Tense, which is really good for getting past tension in your headache. Comes with Claricalm, which is really good for hormonal balance and period pain for the girls out there that suffer with that. Comes with Ice Blue. So this is similar to the Ice Blue oil, but this comes with a cream as well. So that's really good for getting right into the joint pain. It comes with Purify, which helps to purify the air. Also helps to get rid of smelly sneakers. Let me see. There's so many other oils. There's so many options. There's little beadlets in On Guard as well. So this is what I was mentioning. If I'm out with people and someone's coughed, then I can take this little beadlet, put it down. It's a bit like the capsules. It'll get into my tummy and break open. It also comes with this great storage box. So this is a fantastic kit to get you started and get you starting to use some of the other products within the range. There's a couple of other beautiful little boxes. So they've got the sleep box, the wellness box for sleeping. They've got the box there for sports, which is the one with the Ice Blue in it. And then they have the seasons box. So this helps you to get through those changing seasons when colds and hay fever, things like that come in. And that's a beautiful little box to start with as well. So the types of people that use Doterra. And, you know, I fall into each of these categories at different times in my life. So there's people, and everyone that gets Doterra is this person. So they live with it. They just do it for the wellness and the opportunity to use the oils to enhance their family's wellness, to control what's going on around them, and to prevent having to go to the doctor so much. Then there's the sharer. So this was a bit like me when I first started using the oils, and I said I shared with a couple of friends with sleep and a friend who had bipolar. So you can start sharing the products, and then if people want to purchase them from you, you can start to get a little bit of extra pocket money, which is great because then you can use that to buy your own oils. And then there's the last one, which is to build. So if people are interested in it, they can start to make a little bit of money. They can start to build. I like to build because I'm actually helping other people to start living their wellness lifestyle. So there's lots of different reasons for why you might do it. I'm doing it for service towards others, going with the ethics of my yoga and helping people in their wellness. People do it to earn an income. It's totally up to you. So as I said, everybody loves to use the oils. That's where the majority of people live and stay. Some people like to share and get paid for the products, and some people like to build a little business. All of those options are available to you, and it's your choice. Nobody pushes you to do anything. So what's next? I know you've got a list of health concerns, and you've probably got a list of people who you're thinking about might benefit from the oils just based on the short conversation I've had with you today. So what you can expect from me in a couple of days is an email detailing how you can get started. Now, if you need to tailor your own support, I'll give you an opportunity to let me know that. And we'll get together and we'll talk on the phone, and we can talk about what your 3 top concerns are, and I can help you to get your oils as well. So maybe the kids aren't doing it for you and you're thinking, no, like, yes, there's some of those things I want, but not all of those things. But then there's some things that I want to add to it. So I'll go through all of those options with you and help you to get your own like health solutions into your house. So I'm going to leave you there. I probably left you with a lot more questions than answers, but that's okay because I can help you with those answers. I will be in contact again, but if you need to get in contact with me sooner, you'll have my contact details from the previous messages linked to this video. Get in touch. I'd love to help you. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.